Alexa Bliss has been one of the best things about WWE TV, especially on Monday Night Raw, in the last few months. Her transition from being a bubbly babyface to joining hands with the Fiend, Bray Wyatt, and now to this sinister dark force has been something very unique. After WrestleMania 37, Bliss has now added another new layer to her character in the form of Lilly, her new friend. Lilly is a scary-looking doll that makes Alexa Bliss do all the evil things. As of now, there is still a lot of uncertainty around her. Some fans think Lilly is an alter ego of Bliss and the latter could transform into her in the future, much like how Bray Wyatt transforms into the Fiend. However, another interesting idea is for WWE to bring Lilly to life with a WWE Superstar playing the character on TV, either teaming up with Alexa Bliss or managing her in some way. If WWE does plan to go down that path, here are 5 possible superstars who could play the role of Lilly. Comment down and let us know your thoughts on the same. Number 5. Nikki Cross joins hands with Alexa Bliss again. Nikki Cross has been highly involved with Alexa Bliss over the last couple of years. The two have been a successful team, winning the WWE Women's Tag Team Championships twice. Interestingly, Cross was also involved in the storyline where Bliss was slowly tapping into the dark side with the Fiend. She tried to save her friend but was unsuccessful in the end. However, there could be a major twist in the tale, with WWE revealing her as Lilly, the true source of Alexa Bliss's darkness. Fans who are familiar with Nikki Cross' work as the twisted sister of the faction Sanity know how good she could be for such a role. She was one of the top candidates speculated by fans to play Sister Abigail. While that didn't happen, she could bring the character of Lilly to life. From the looks of it, Lilly could be for Alexa Bliss what Sister Abigail was for Bray Wyatt. Number 4. Liv Morgan as Lilly alongside Alexa Bliss could be a force to reckon with. Another interesting candidate to be revealed as the new friend of Alexa Bliss could be Liv Morgan. The Riot Squad member had a major gimmick change in late 2019. WWE initially teased a dark character with some intense vignettes ahead of her return. Many speculated her to get involved with Bray Wyatt in some way, possibly even reforming the Wyatt family as Sister Abigail. However, she ended up returning as Lana's old lover, a storyline that was scrapped abruptly. She has again started teaming up with Ruby Riott now, but the two have failed to capture the WWE Women's Tag Team Championships even after multiple attempts. A gimmick change could be a great way for Liv Morgan to give a major boost to her career. She has the talent to portray a character like Lilly to perfection. Also, teaming up with a multi-time Raw and SmackDown Women's Champion and a star like Alexa Bliss could be a great way to take her career to the next level. Number 3. Bray Wyatt's sister Mika Rotunda is revealed as Alexa Bliss's new friend. WrestleMania 37 saw Alexa Bliss betray the Fiend and cost him his match against Randy Orton. It seemed as if WWE was headed towards a feud between Bliss and Wyatt, but that doesn't seem to be the case right now. Fans are familiar with the fact that Bray Wyatt and former WWE Superstar Bo Dallas are real-life brothers. However, many don't know that Wyatt also has a real-life sister, Mika Rotunda, who works for WWE in the production team. WWE could introduce her as Lilly with the possibility of using her in some way with Bray Wyatt later on. Number 2. Santana Garrett makes her Raw debut as Lilly. After making multiple appearances for WWE on NXT and Mae Young Classic, Santana Garrett officially signed with the company in 2019. She appeared in the 2021 Women's Royal Rumble match. Garrett was also rumored to be one of the superstars behind the masks during one of the earlier appearances from Retribution. While her relatively short career hasn't been full of achievements, she caught the attention of fans with a tweet in 2016 that led to the speculation of her joining Bray Wyatt as Sister Abigail. While that did not happen, WWE could instead have her debut on Raw as Alexa Bliss's friend Lilly. Number 1. Paige makes her return as Lilly and joins hands with Alexa Bliss. One of the most interesting choices to play the role of Alexa Bliss's friend Lilly would be Paige. The former NXT Women's Champion and Divas Champion was forced to retire from in-ring competition in 2018 due to her injuries. Paige then went on to have a stint as the general manager of SmackDown after WrestleMania 34. In 2019, Paige introduced the team of Asuka and Kairi Sane, the Kabuki Warriors, to the main roster and managed them. The alliance ended later that year with Asuka turning on her. She then appeared on WWE Backstage as a contributor. With the miraculous returns of Daniel Bryan and Edge from career-ending injuries, many fans are still hoping to see Paige back inside a WWE ring one day. She herself teased the same through a tweet last year, raising speculations of a return. Paige tweets, "Recycled pic. But spent the last 2 years of my in-ring career with this neck brace. 6 screws and 2 fusions later. My neck feels wonderful. Can you let me in yet, coach?" Paige returning to WWE and being revealed as Alexa Bliss's friend Lilly could turn out to be a great idea. WWE will have the flexibility of Paige not getting in the ring too much and mostly being a manager-like figure to Bliss. Boom! All Elite Wrestling is not trying to sign Tessa Blanchard. Dave Meltzer stated as much on today's episode of Wrestling Observer Radio, stating that, there is no substance to recent talk that the former Impact Wrestling World Champion was in negotiations with Tony Khan's company. Sescoops reported last week, that Tessa and her husband Daga were heading to AEW, with the deal considered, all but a formality. The same report also stated that AEW had discussed the idea of working Blanchard's controversies outside of the ring into a televised redemption storyline. Said controversies are legion. Accused of inappropriate conduct multiple times throughout her career, the 25-year-old's most recent blow-ups came in Impact last year. January saw multiple wrestlers, including Chelsea Green and Allison Kay, come forward to accuse Tessa of racism, citing an incident in which she allegedly spat in Puerto Rican wrestler La Rosanega's face, and used a racial slur towards her, all of which Tessa denied. 5 months later, Tessa's Impact contract was terminated, while she was still world champion, amid reports the promotion feared she'd no-show the Slammiversary pay-per-view. Tessa Blanchard's search for a new wrestling home continues. For Meltzer, it will not be in Jacksonville. Personally, I say, thanks for watching. If you like the video, please hit the like button. If you want to see more videos, hit the subscribe button, and if you have something to say, please leave a comment.
Oh, let me up with a bright smile on now. Put me in the dark, so won't get lost now. To the moonlight,